Good morning. I'm talking a bit quiet because it's just after 7 a.m. and everyone else is asleep. But it's the morning of the Yorkshire Yarn Fest. I've barely slept. That's my microwave. I've hardly slept. I woke up around 4 a.m. and I think I managed to get back to sleep around 6, and then I'm up. My alarm went off at 7:15, so yeah, my brain just wouldn't stop going round and round and round. So I've got a 2-hour drive ahead of me, and then obviously the 2-hour drive home, and then a full day at the festival, so hopefully I'll be okay on the way home. But yes, so I'm gonna get my breakfast now, which was what was beeping in the microwave, and gonna get a coffee. I'm gonna drink decaf anyway, and then pack my bag and get in the car. So I'll see you in a bit. I did my COVID test and we're all good to go. Thank goodness. I would have been devastated. So now I'm about to just get my makeup on and then jump in the car. So we did try to film from outside, but it was just so bright. I don't know why. That was Angela after I'd picked her up. And then this is Skeen and the Stitch. This is where we first went. So there's Angela having a look around. And there's Jess on the right there. And her candles behind her. That's a new product that she does. And she does mud products as well now. And then the booth next to her was Cuxton Crafts. Across from there was Kissy. I didn't actually shop at Kissy, but she had some really lovely things there. And then Zakimi, I really wanted to go into Zakimi, but I could not get in. It was just so busy the whole time. This was the quietest that it was, so I tried to get some filming done. But then it got really busy straight after, so I didn't get any shopping done. But yes, Zakimi's got some gorgeous things. And then we went over to Temporal Spin. They had K9, and they had some lovely yarn bonbons that were done like sweets. I thought that was great. She did self-striping yarn as well, which is just, there it is, there's the self-striping. And she had some amazing colours. It was really unusual, some of the things. She was very neon and dark, but she had some beautiful colours there. There's Little Likac, Amanda, saying hello to Laura from Adventures in Yarncraft. And this is another one I just could not get into Laura's wall to film for you. There's Knit Me saying, and then we went round to Lockwood Fibres. I wasn't able to get back into Knit Me saying to record anymore. Some of them were just so full. Lockwood Fibres was beautiful though. And she had some lovely colours, and then she had some really cute stitch markers as well. And we all went for a little coffee break. It's Ivy and Mabel, who designs lovely crochet blankets as well, and Emma. And then this is Ivy and Mabel, which is Angie. She was trying to choose a mini to go with a skein that she bought. And this shop is all wool that ends wool, which had some beautiful carved things. I can't think of the word. And lots of minis and things to choose from. She was very bright and colourful. What they're called? Yarn balls, dear me. Self-striping, she had some gobstoppers there, which I meant to go back for and totally forgot. And then Angela bought some stitch markers from All Wool That Ends Wool. There you go. So giving her money. And then this is Grace Makes. She was very neon as well. There was quite a lot of dyers that were really bright, but there's Grace. She was lovely. And this is Lucy Locketland. So Lucy had lots of, that was her hand-dyed yarn there, but she also had lots and lots of kits to make the things that you can see. It was mainly like there were shawl kits, hat kits, sock kits, and then she did these lovely little toys and gnomes. There was lots of gnomes. There's the socks and the gnomes on the pirate ship. I absolutely loved them. Yeah, and then she did the project bags as well. There's all the socks. This is all the kits for the socks, and then the project bags. Emma, who was with me at the cafe, she bought the bee project bag, and there's the cat one that I bought. And there was big gnomes, and then lots of tins to match your project bag as well. So yeah, it was a lovely stall. And then we went round to Beehive Yarns. This was her accessory part. So there's the stitch stoppers, and there was some sock blockers, stitch markers, lots of different soak in like miniature bottles, which was really handy. And then this is her stunning yarn wall. It was so hard to choose from her. Like, her yarns are amazing, so beautiful. So yeah, that was Beehive Yarns. She did sock sets as well, which you'll see in a minute. Yeah, there's the sock sets there, which were just gorgeous. I couldn't get properly to see them though. This is Quack. She had some really lovely stuff, and she did have a yarn that I wanted, but she didn't have it in the base that I needed. She normally only does dye to order, so yeah, I need to order it from her. And then this is Emily Folds. This was more commercial yarn, which I didn't get any of. Angela did. She got some West Yorkshire Spinners signature. She did a lot of project bags and pattern books. She had like Pom Pom and Lane, I think she had, and the other big magazines you can get. So that was lovely to see those. And then we went around Joe's Toes. So Joe's Toes do slippers, shoes, and they're like felt bottoms. So cute, so cute. And you can make your own little shoes, and make your own slippers. And she also sells like felted shapes, which you'll see in a minute. Where I suppose you could use them for like bunting and things. Yeah, they are. So there's like sweaters and little animals and leaves and things, and you just stitch patterns onto them, and you can have them for for like bunting and like the birds hanging up there like that. Super cute. Twisted Yarn was lovely. She only has a little booth. She was constantly knitting, which I thought was lovely, and she had lots of minis and things. I'm just looking at the stitch markers again. So then this is Madrigal Yarns. So he had lots of, you can see the stellina in those minis, lots of gorgeous minis. I really had my eye on the purple ones in the bottom right, but I didn't. He did a lot of yarn kits, mini kits for shawls and things, and his yarn wall was beautiful. There was lots of DK, and there's some 4-ply over in the far corner, which is where I got the desert colourway from. And then here he is showing Emma the shawl kit. That's Emma there with the glasses. And then this is the last one we went to, which was actually the first booth, but we just missed it because we'd gone to Skein on the Stitch first. So this was the craft firm, and they did a lot of natural stuff. And a lot of like woven baskets and things. And this is, if you watch Little Likac's podcast, you'll see that she's got a new alpaca mug. This is where she got the mug from. Did like brooches and things like that. It was really pretty. There's the mugs in the middle of the table, which is where Amanda got her new podcasting mug from. I was really tempted to get one myself, but I was really running low on money now. And then this is just the stash that I bought, the haul that I got. So there's the bag and minis from Lucy Locketland, a project bag from Woolly Mama, which you didn't actually see there. I mustn't have been able to get in to film her. The needle from Lakey, Yarnworthy and Beehive Yarns there, and my bits and bobs from Beehive. I haven't showed that cable needle, which is the spiral thing from the knitting shop, which is amazing. I love that. I'll show it on another podcast. And then there's Lockwood Fibres, Artistically by Amber and Knit Me Sane, followed by Adventures in Yarncraft and Madrigal Yarns. And then down the bottom is Skein and the Stitch, which was in the bargain bucket, so there's no label. Her lovely mirrored sticker, and Cooks and Crafts. Hello, so I'm now back home. It's now Monday, so the Yarn Festival happened on Saturday. Yesterday I was just super tired, aching everywhere. I felt like I'd run a marathon, and I felt a little bit late because it was all over. So I've left it, and then today I'm going to show you the stash that I got properly. That's my cat and dog messing about. Can't go out. I've got someone fixing my fence in the back garden, and so the dog can't go out, but she's desperate to get out to see what's going on. So I thought I would talk you through the acquisitions, like one at a time rather than a big showing you them on a blanket, and then you can see them all properly. So I'm going to start off with the bag that I got from Woolly Mama Yarns. So it's a bit hard to show you this because it's a funny shape. Same on both sides, and then it's this vibrant pink inside. And how this works is, she's told me, because I said, is this some magical system? She said, you put obviously your projects inside, but you have like you have like a cake inside. Is that my cat going in the litter tray now? Okay, so what she said was how it worked is, you have your project and your cake in there. So when you take the project out, you can leave the cake in there and tie it back in a knot. And then it acts like a yarn ball. So the yarn can be coming out of here while you're knitting. And I thought that was amazing because mine's always rolling off on the floor, all getting pinched by kittens and things. So I was like, that's amazing, and it's so beautiful. I really love that. So that is Woolly Mama. And she had loads of these, and yeah, bargain as well. I think it was only £12, and I thought that was brilliant for a project bag. Moving on to the next project bag, which is actually full of a few things. This was from Lucy Locketland. Same on each side. And it had cats inside. As soon as I seen that, I was like, that's the bag for me. I'm having that one. So that was from Lucy Locketland. And I also got these from Lucy Locketland. I'm not someone who buys mini skeins, but when I seen these, I absolutely love them, and I just thought, you know, I should buy mini skeins and start designing some things with mini skeins. So I bought these ones because I thought they were beautiful. How do I show you these? Look at them, and the knives. This one's like quite variegated. So there you go. So they're from Lucy Locketland. Focus. And they're the mini skein bundle, which is 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon, and you get 10 grams. So it comes to 212 meters. Sorry, I keep doing that and I don't mean to. 212 meters, and yeah, I love them. So those were my two purchases from Lucy Locketland, the bag and those little minis. Now these are not in the order of how I shopped, because I walked around once and felt really overwhelmed and was like, I don't even know where to start. Then I walked around again and started buying, and then I walked around a good few more times and kept buying each time I went around. Some booths you couldn't get into, so you'd pass and go into it the next time you went around, just because they were so busy. But I cannot remember the order I bought anything in. I can't remember the first skein that I bought my cats on a rampage. So they're not in the order of being bought or anything. I'm just showing you. I've kind of colour coordinated them, so you probably see all the blues, then all the this, then all the that. We'll just see. So this one is from Artistically by Amber, and I'd spoke to her a couple of times on Instagram. So I'm hoping you could see the sparkle there. So this is called Frostbite, which I thought was perfect. It's 4-ply. It's 75% superwash merino and 20% nylon with 5% stellina, and you get 400 meters. Yeah, it's just stunning. I absolutely loved it. So that was the one I got from Amber. I did know about Amber. And then I got one from Knit Me Sane. I had never heard of Knit Me Sane before, and I love their labels. Look at that label. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, my cat and my dog are just messing about. I'm so sorry. So they had lots of beautiful colours, and this is, but I've never heard of them before. So this one is Club Tropicana, which is a 4-ply, 75% superwash merino and 25% nylon, and it's 425 meters in this one. I just love all the colours in it. Reminds me of a fish, and I suppose Club Tropicana drinks are free, so you know, you've got to go there, haven't you? So that was that one, and then we've got Lockwood Fibres. Again, hadn't heard of Lockwood Fibres. I did have a good chat with her, and I'll definitely be going back for more. This is beautiful. So this is a merino single, so it's 100% superwash merino, so this won't be stocks for one thing. It's a 1-ply fingering weight, and it's 366 meters in the 100 grams. So this is the steel colourway, and you'll see when I show you why. It's so stunning. To go with that, I also got from Lockwood Fibres this stitch marker, which is like this little cute little pom-pom, and it matches perfectly. So we'll be using those together. So yes, Lockwood Fibre, I'll definitely be heading back there. Then, I keep saying then, but it's not in any order. In the bargain bucket of Skein and the Stitch, who you know is one of my favourites. I love Skein and the Stitch, and it was so lovely to meet her in reality. It was just so lovely. I had a root around in a bargain bucket and found this. So it's unnamed. Now, a long time ago, when I first found Jess of Skein and the Stitch, it was through Etsy. I bought, it's right here, so I'll show you. I bought this, which is her Sea Swell colourway, and I adore it. I'm in the process of doing things with it, but yeah. And when I got this, she had an offer on at the time where if you bought a Skein offer, she would chuck something else in the bag, and she chucked this in. And I've been in love with this Skein, but she doesn't sell this colour, and I told her about it, and she said she couldn't really replicate it again. It was like a mistake, and that's why it was done. And then when I seen this, I mean, it's not the same, but it's not far off. So I just had to have it. I had to have it. The mini skein is slightly darker in parts, I think, but they are pretty much the same, and I love them. But yeah, it's not a colourway that she does, so it won't be a design, but you know, it could be for me. I love it. So that's an unnamed skein from Skein and the Stitch. My lovely friend Angela got me some, now is it Likey or Leaky or I don't know how you say it. So this is the 2.25mm US 1 in the 47 inch it says, and it's the fixed circular driftwood, and I can't wait to use it. I'm so scared of breaking it though. It's so beautiful. But and she bought me that just for taking her, because she come in my car with me. So she bought me that for taking her, which was lovely, and I'm so excited to use it. It's so beautiful. Oh, Skein and the Stitch, I hadn't told you everything. I got a free sticker. It's like holographic. I don't know where I'm going to stick it, but I'll stick it somewhere. She also does candles now, and this is one of the last things I bought because it's quite weighty. It's a big candle. I got the Yarn Stash, I always want to say flavour, but I ain't eating it, scent. The Yarn Stash scent, and it's like, sorry. It's like a lemony type flavour. It's quite citrusy. So I haven't lit it yet because I wanted to show you, but I can't wait to get it lit. So she makes these herself. She makes the scent herself and everything. She had 3 scents, which was Yarn Stash, Knitworthy, and I can't remember the third. But I remember Knitworthy was like a vanilla-y type one, and then Yarn Stash was the citrusy one. So I went for that one, but they were all gorgeous. I can't remember what the other one was called. No, I won't wrap that back up because it'll make a load of noise. Oh, it says on the back, I didn't know that. It's got a hand-poured soy wax candle with notes of grapefruit, sandalwood and foliage. That's definite. Oh, my face is quite close, isn't it? Hi. Right, and then... yeah. Right, so Cooks and Crafts. I'm going to see if I can pop a little picture up of what I'm talking about. But basically, I was watching Cooks and Crafts podcast about a week before we were going, and behind her was her yarn wall, and there was 3 purples next to her, and I was like, I want them for a fade. And I had that set. That was the only thing set in my mind of going to Yorkshire Yarn Fest of what I was buying. I want those 3. When I got there and I looked at her yarn wall, there were so many beautiful colours. Cooks and Crafts is amazing. And I couldn't find the 3. My phone had died on the way there using the sat nav. And so there was a lovely girl who I now know was Gemma, who I already follow on Instagram, and we found each other. But she was there and she got the video up and tried to help me find the 3 colours, and we managed to get very similar. I don't know whether I got the actual 3 colours, but I did get very similar. But when I've got the 2 here, but when I picked up the 3rd, it was only in DK. She didn't have it in the fingering anymore. I wanted these for a V-back tea fade, and so I asked her if like she had it in fingering. She didn't, but she's ordered it and I've paid for it and she's gonna send it out to me when it's ready in a couple of weeks. So I'll show you the 3 again then. But so it's the middle one that's missing. But so these are what I got. So this is the lightest one. This is finger and weight 4 ply, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon. This is Brianna's gown, sorry, which I think is an Outlander reference. So that's the first one. And then this one is the same base, but this one's Claire Fraser, which is definitely an Outlander reference. So the two together. So there's like one in the middle. There's one in the middle that's going in there for my fit. So when I've got all three, I'll show you. But yeah, I think the one in the middle is called Rubus, which I don't think is Outlander that I can think of. I could be wrong. I'm not sure. I'd have to look. I'm gonna have to look on our website, but our website is down at the minute because she's renovating. So yes, those were my Cuxton crafts. Then we've got beehive yarns. Beehive yarns. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like amazing. Absolutely amazing. So beautiful. So this is the colourway I went for. This is Canopy. Oh, hang on. Yeah, Canopy One of a Kind, Audrey, it says. 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 425 metres. So I think it's called Canopy because that's in them. So Audrey might be the base, maybe. I'm not sure. This is what it is. So it's this really, really deep emerald green. It's absolutely stunning. I didn't realise it was a one of a kind though, so that's a bit sad. So then I also got this little bag, which is so cool. And inside is all the different flavours of soak. I only ever use Celebration because when I first bought soak I asked people's recommendation and they said, oh, Celebration is the best. So that's the one I get. But I've always wanted to try the others, but obviously it's a big purchase and it lasts so long if you don't like the scent. So when I seen these I was like, yes. So we've got Celebration, but we've got Yuzu, Pineapple Grove, Fig, which is one I've always wanted to try for some reason, Lacy, and then the scentless one. So I can get to try all the soaks and then decide on my next flavour when I decide to buy one. So that's brilliant. And I also got these needle stoppers from Beehive Yarn, sorry. She had those in pink as well, but I just got I liked the tealy ones. So yeah, stitch stoppers. So there we go, that was my Beehive Yarns. And then Yarnworthy. Got two from Yarnworthy. So Yarnworthy, I knew about Yarnworthy as well. And this is 100% merino. It's 100% superwash merino in the 4 ply and it's 400 metres. I'm so sorry about my animals this morning. They're just making so much racket. So this first one is, where's your name gone? I know you've got one. Oh, Ember. I always say I don't really buy brown yarns. Brown is just, I'd said that on the day as well to Angie, who was with me, not Angela, but Angie. I'd said that to Angie, and yeah, I don't normally go for brown, but then I seen these two together and just had to have them. So this is the second one I got. It's the same base. This is called My Sandwich. Goes very well with the dog drinking water, doesn't it? So together, I just love them. I love them. I'm not a brown person, but I just saw them two and was like, so. And I was really trying to get out of my colour. I'm very blues at the minute, and I was really trying to like, don't just buy all the blues. So I didn't. I only got 3 blues. Then we went along to, I keep saying that when I didn't, I don't know when I went, but I ended up at Madrigal Yarns at one point. I hadn't heard of Madrigal Yarns. The guy who runs it is Ed, I think, and he was lovely. He was so lovely. So I've definitely adding Madrigal to my list. This is also 100% pure merino, 400 meters. Okay, and this is called Desert. So sorry about my dog. She's licking her food bowl now, finishing off her dinner. But yeah, so Madrigal Yarns, definitely worth looking up. He has some gorgeous things, and yes, I only got the one from him. Do you know what? Actually, I got this before I got these two, because I remember I'd got this and it was 100% merino. I couldn't see anything among his stuff that would match, that wasn't orange, and I didn't want orange because I'll show you in a minute why. So I wanted something else. So then next door was Yarnworthy, and I was like, I'm going to go in there because I know she's got 100% merino and see if I can get something to match. But again, there was only really orange that went with it. So I didn't get anything to match this, but ended up coming out with these two instead. And then finally, and it's just dawned on me that these are the first things that I bought because I couldn't resist. The first one I saw and was like, oh, where's this one? So, and that's why I didn't want orange to go with my Madrigal, because I had this. So this is Adventures in Yarncraft. Laura from Adventures in Yarncraft was amazing, absolutely amazing. She just chatted with me straight away and she was just so lovely, and one of the highlights was meeting her. So this is her merino sock yarn, finger and sock weight, 4-ply. It's 85% superwash merino and 15% nylon. It's 400 meters. It's incredibly soft. It's so beautiful. This is called Seville Sunrise, and it's just, oh. So it reminds me of like carp, like the fish carp. So when I seen that, I was like, right, and this was hanging next to it, and I was like, I'm not an orange person, but oh my God, I want to make a shawl from them. So this is the same base, but this is Rome, as in, not as in the place, as in wandering about, R-O-A-M, Rome. So it's incredibly vibrant, so beautiful. So that was the first thing that I bought. And and then that just kicked the ball off and I was off. It took me a while to find something that really stuck, really like wanted, and that was it. It was that. So, and that's it. I say that as if it was hardly anything, but it's just, I realised that I have a massive stash now from going there. I did save for months and months and months. So, and even before I went, I was saying to Terry, my partner, oh, I don't think I should. I think I should just take like a few pounds. I don't think I should spend all this money. And he was like, no, you've earned it, and like it's your money, like you've been saving for it, so spend it. So I did. It's not something I would normally do, and I had the most amazing day. So we are actually talking about going to Yarndale in Skipton, which is a bit further afield for me to go, but not by too much, I don't think. That's in September. I'm going to start saving now because apparently it's bigger, and oh, it was so difficult to choose things, so much beautiful. Yeah, so there we go. So that is my Yorkshire Yarn Fest. I will see you very soon for a podcast episode. I don't think, and I should be recording this week, but with this going up, I don't think I will be recording this week because it's also the school half term. It's really difficult, and I really don't want another one where I'm interrupted every 2 minutes with Mum. So I think I might leave recording the podcast until the week after, and then I'll have more things to show you as well. Okay, so have a lovely, lovely week, and I will see you very soon. Bye.